Healthy soil is a living, breathing ecosystem that demands constant nourishment to thrive. Every harvest strips away nutrients, every rainfall washes away precious minerals, and every chemical fertilizer you add speeds up the decline. The richest farmers in ancient India never bought fertilizer. They created it from scraps most people throw away. While modern gardeners spend hundreds on chemical solutions that deplete soil over time, these traditional methods built fertility that lasted generations. The secret? 3 humble ingredients you already have: cow dung, crop waste, and kitchen scraps. Welcome to Crop Corner, where today we're unlocking traditional Indian composting techniques that transform worthless waste into the most valuable resource your garden will ever receive. Why your garden desperately needs humus. Before we get into the how, let's talk about what makes composting absolutely essential. Every handful of healthy soil contains billions of living organisms, bacteria, fungi, and microbes that work tirelessly to feed your plants. These organisms need fuel, and that fuel is humus. This dark, crumbly material does something chemical fertilizers can never do. It improves water retention by acting like a sponge, prevents erosion during heavy rains, balances nutrients naturally, and most importantly, it brings dead soil back to life. Modern fertilizers might give you quick results, but they're essentially putting your soil on life support. Traditional composting works with nature, building long-term fertility that gets better year after year. That's the difference between treating symptoms and curing the disease. The magic formula for perfect compost. Here's where most gardeners go wrong. They throw everything into a pile and wonder why it smells terrible, or takes forever to decompose. The secret lies in understanding your ingredients. Cow dung is your nitrogen powerhouse, packed with beneficial microbes that kickstart decomposition. Think of it as the engine that drives the entire process. Crop residues like dry stalks, husks, and straw provide carbon, which balances that nitrogen. This carbon to nitrogen ratio is everything. Too much nitrogen and your pile becomes a smelly mess. Too much carbon and decomposition grinds to a halt. When you get it right, magic happens. Kitchen waste adds the finishing touch, bringing diverse trace elements from vegetable peels, fruit scraps, and leftover grains. But here's the crucial part. Avoid meat, dairy, and oily scraps. They disrupt decomposition, and honestly, they can turn your compost into a pest magnet. If you're working with limited space or want a cleaner, more discreet setup, pit composting is your answer. Start by selecting a shaded, well-drained spot and dig a pit approximately 3 feet deep, 4 feet wide, and as long as your space allows. Begin with a base layer of coarse material like dry leaves or chopped crop residue. This creates drainage and allows air circulation from the bottom. Now here's the precise formula. Take 10 kilograms of fresh cow dung and mix it with 10 liters of water until you achieve a thin paste consistency. This slurry ensures your microbes spread evenly throughout the pile. Pour this mixture over your base layer, then add kitchen waste or more crop residue. Keep layering until your pit is full, always finishing with a 2 to 3 inch thick soil covering. This final layer controls odor and keeps pests away. Moisture management makes or breaks your compost. Your pile should feel like a wrung-out sponge, damp but not dripping. Too dry, sprinkle water weekly. Too wet, add dry straw to restore balance. Leave your pit undisturbed for 6 to 8 weeks, then turn it once to introduce oxygen. Within 3 to 4 months, you'll have rich, earthy-smelling humus ready to transform your garden. The pit method shines in dry regions because it retains moisture naturally. It's also neater and produces less odor than heap composting. However, be careful in areas with heavy rainfall, as waterlogging can become an issue. So, if you've got some open space and you're looking for quicker compost, heap composting is honestly your best friend. Just choose a shaded, elevated spot. That way, you can prevent waterlogging during heavy rains. Start building your heap in layers, beginning with coarse crop residue to help with air circulation. Then apply your cow dung slurry using the same ratio, 10 kilograms of cow dung mixed with 10 liters of water. Make sure to spread it evenly across the layer so every piece of residue gets coated with those beneficial microbes. After that, add kitchen waste, cover with more crop residue, and just keep repeating this process until your heap is about 3 to 4 feet high. Cover everything with a thin layer of soil or straw to help retain moisture and minimize odor. Now here's where heap composting is a bit different from pit composting. You actually need to turn this pile every 2 to 3 weeks to supply oxygen and ensure even decomposition. And each time you turn it, remember to check the moisture levels and sprinkle a bit of water if needed. Within 2 to 3 months, your heap will shrink, darken, and develop that unmistakable earthy aroma that signals maturity. The heap method works faster than pit composting and allows better temperature control, but it demands more attention and space. Troubleshooting common problems. Even experienced composters face challenges. If your pile attracts pests, you're likely not covering it properly or adding inappropriate materials. Always maintain that protective layer and avoid meat or dairy products. Waterlogging in pits can be prevented by choosing elevated locations and improving drainage with coarse base materials. For heaps, regular turning prevents compaction and keeps oxygen flowing. Want to speed things up? Add commercially available microbial cultures or simply mix a handful of mature compost into new piles. This introduces beneficial microbes instantly and, well, jumpstarts decomposition. What you're creating goes far beyond simple plant food. Humus improves soil texture, making it easier for roots to penetrate deeply. It increases water-holding capacity, reducing irrigation needs by up to 30%. Most importantly, it restores biological activity, encouraging earthworms and beneficial microbes to flourish. By replacing or reducing chemical fertilizers, you're also cutting costs significantly. You're turning waste into resources, reducing what ends up in landfills while building soil that gets healthier every season. Your journey starts now. Traditional composting isn't about looking backward, it's about moving forward with proven wisdom. Whether you choose pit or heap composting, both methods will reward you with soil that's fertile, resilient, and genuinely alive. Start with what you already have. Gather your cow dung, crop residues, and kitchen scraps, and let nature do what it does best. In just a few months you'll be holding black gold in your hands, the very essence of fertile soil. Your plants will grow stronger, your harvest will increase, and your garden will thrive naturally. If you found this guide valuable, hit that subscribe button on Crop Corner and join our community of gardeners committed to sustainable soil building practices. Share this with fellow gardeners who need healthier soil, and let's bring back these timeless methods together, one compost pile at a time.